I find myself particularly interested in working with those who've experienced trauma or abuse, as that's something that I'm really intimately familiar with, growing up in my own family context and the people around me who I love. That's like a very familiar part of my own story, and so I find myself really drawn to working with people who've sort of experienced a sense of stuckness because of trauma or really difficult experiences. Um, there are certain approaches and modalities that I can use. One of the most popular modalities for trauma, I'd say, is EMDR, and I do something that's similar to that called OEI, or Observed Experiential Integration, where it's essentially the same thing as EMDR, except it's just one eye at a time rather than both eyes. Um, and the one that I'm a bit more practiced in, that I actually uh, find myself doing a little more often, is called lifespan integration, where we actually hack the part of our brain that says, that neurons that fire together will wire together. And we actually really use that process to integrate our experiences across our whole lifespan. And in some ways, we actually convince the part of us that at 5 years old went through this difficult experience. We sort of convince our body that it's actually over, that now we're not 5 years old anymore. We're actually our current age today. Uh, I've had the most success with that modality, and I've found it's yeah. At the end of a session, your brain is literally different because of what we're doing with that neuron uh, kind of hacking